Howdy y'all, welcome to Nerd Studio. We're out at the range today with the 300 Blackout pistol upper. Stay tuned. So y'all might remember this. I've done a video on it. This is pretty much my home defense gun. It is an AR pistol, of course. We've got the SB3 brace on it. The lower is by Anderson Arms. The upper by the now defunct Hardened Arms. They made great uppers and great gear, but just couldn't keep the business going. I don't know the whole backstory. About the only other real trick thing in here is I do have a binary trigger in it, which I'm kind of a fan of. Well, I'm not kind of a fan of. I'm a big fan of because it gives you a pretty reliable double tap, and it's a heck of a lot of fun. So, great gun. I use a really heavy bullet in this when I'm using it for home defense. I prefer something with 3 points of contact. 1, 2, 3, well, four. I don't know, put it up here, 9. I don't know. It's 4 points of contact. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can count, really. It is Nerd Gone South. I can do a little math. So anyway, a great setup. Got a primary arms. What is this guy? I forget the model number. Anyway, it's the 50,000 million quadrillion hour red dot. And that's worked out really well. You got to keep that thing pretty low to get that kind of hours out of it, by the way. I've been having to change it about every 6 months because I want a dot I can see during the day. So anyway, my only regret with this rifle, this pistol, is this Hardened Arms device. I would much rather have put something with solar on it during the day and not run the battery. But anyway, still a great setup, great for home defense if you use the right round. We're using it's a Hornady black round. I think has passed the cheese test for us. So this is December. Sometime here in December or maybe January, I should be getting the suppressor I ordered. And one of the cool things about that is I can actually suppress 9mm. It's a 45 can, so I can suppress 9mm. Subsonic will be pretty quiet. We've had it out here. I've been able to check it out because, well, I got a friend that owns the gun store I bought it at, and he's been able to let me play with it. But one of the other things it can suppress is Subsonic 300 Blackout. So that's what we're going to do today. This is just a 300 Blackout pistol upper from Palmetto State Armory. I keep flipping these things around. People comment about that. The great thing about 300 Blackout uses the same bolt carrier group charging handle magazine because it has the same case as the 223556. The only real difference is the barrel being 30 caliber. So we're going to take this, put it on, hold on, and we got some new camera gear so you can actually, it actually follows me around, and new microphones so you can hear me. I can turn away and talk and you can still hear me. We're going to put the Holosun, what is this, HS510C on this guy. I love this optic. I've got it on my PS90 and it is fantastic. The reticle in it it's really hard to beat. So we're going to take this guy out. These are really easy to mount. A little less easy out here at the range, but I brought all the gear out and we're going to do it. These little parts and things. They always include the proper wrench, which I like. Cool. So this is solar powered as well. If you can see that in there. I'll try and remember to get you some shots of it. And I think we got everything we need to put this on there. Now I know there's probably serious people really know where exactly the textbook position for these kind of things are. I don't know. I just pretty much always eyeball them. Seems to work. So all you guys out there, you operator dudes out there, are going to cringe as I do this probably, but hey, this is go watch the channel opening. I am not a firearms expert. I'm not mechanically adept either. Okay, that's pretty tight on there. Let's see how the quick release works. See if we can get it back off. It's pretty tight. Yeah, that comes off all right. Back on there. That down. Feels pretty solid. And make sure we got our dot here. Oh, classic. I put it on backward. That is a classic Nerd Gone South. I love it. Hey, look at that. Yeah. Okay. Well, really all we got to do now is put it together and sight it in. Bob's over here taking a nap. You see Bob? You see me put it on backward? All right, I got that off. Okay, liking that so far. So it's a little tricky with the bolt carrier grouping, or bolt carrier group, the trigger with these binary triggers. You actually have to push this forward and then hold the trigger down once you get it there to get this to close. And there you go. You're ready to go. Just function check real quick. All right. Let's make sure it'll shoot some bullets, and then we'll center it, or we'll zero it in. Yeah, function check's just fine. Function check. It shoots great. Okay, next up, let's put up some paper and see where we're hitting. All right, so this shouldn't actually be too bad. Again, this is home defense, so we're not trying to zero this at 100 yards. I just want to chase them out of the house. So that's about a ½ inch low. I forget what these guys are. They do give you a little tool here for making adjustments. We're just going to try and take this up about 4 clicks and see how we do. And he's come up some more. That didn't really move it much. If I thought about this, I could probably tell you exactly how much I need to bring it up, but it's not really going to think about it because I get to shoot more. You know, if you're doing this with your 308 or buck around kind of stuff, yeah, I'd take my time and do some math. But you know, it's December and the weather's kind of nice. So I'm just not going to do it. How do you feel about that? I'd say leave a comment, you know, below the video, but I don't know. You can if you want. It's not locking open on the last round. That could simply be that it's subsonic. Well, that's my guess. We're going to move it to the right about 8 clicks. Where'd my handy tool go? There it is. Right turn. And try a few more shots. Yep, I think that's good enough. That's looking pretty good. Okay, let's find out if these are hollow points. I'll put up a cheese can. All right, folks, let's see if these are hollow points. I'm betting they're not. Yeah. All right, well, that's not very satisfying. Let's give it a few more rounds, see what we can do. I imagine that what that is just for stabilizing the bullet. Once we get some hollow points and I've got this set up, we'll give it the cheese can test. All right. Okay. So let's do a mag dump. That'll be fun. You can tell it's 30 caliber. It rocks quite a bit more than the 223 does. Let me give you a comparison. We'll put the other upper on and do the same thing with 223. It's the beauty of the AR-15, or the AR pattern rifle. One of the benefits of it is the ability to do something like this, change out the caliber. The crazy thing with the trigger again. All right. So you can really tell the difference there in, you know, I'm not the most stable shooter as it is, but you should be able to see, and I'll try and put those side by side on the camera, the difference between how much that 223 is rocking and how much the 300 Blackout is going. Pretty cool stuff. Palmetto State Armory makes great stuff. They get this rap that they're cheap. Well, yeah, they're inexpensive, but that doesn't mean that their quality is garbage. It just means that they've got it in volume, and they're charging decent prices for it. So the handguard never really, we didn't develop a bunch of heat. It was completely controllable. It's got a good birdcage flash hider on it. I love these Holosun 510C sights. The fact that they've got the 50,000 hour battery life. but also the solar on it. It's amazing. And I got the guys saying at Rock City Guns, we're talking about how they kind of kick the pants on, kick butt on any of the competitors, and you're going to pay under $300 for it. It's amazing. I'm completely impressed. So up next, really, after I get the suppressor, and we'll get some self-defense ammo, and tell you what happens next. Cool. All right, folks, always remember, anyone can shoot and have fun. We'll see you next time.